just thank you what you're going to do in advance. Jesus, I just want to lift up the entire service today, Father God, and I just thank you for everyone that's here right now, and everybody that's watching. And I just thank you, Jesus, what you're going to do through the message today. Your holy, precious name, I pray. In the name of Jesus, amen. I'd like to invite everybody to please stand for the opening at the cross. Life to my Savior, and with my soul to die. Would keep me full and sacred for sinners such as I. At the cross, where I put a song, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am carried away. Was it for Christ that I am rolled upon the tree? Amazing pity, grace unknown, and loving only free. At the cross, where I first saw life, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am carried on the will find the sun in darkness light, and shut his glory in. With Christ abide and take you down, oh, then the creatures see. At the cross, where I put a soft light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am carried on through. Thus might I hide my blood blade, while Calvary's cross will through. Do all my heart in thankfulness, and my life to thee. At the cross, where I put a soft light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am carried on the way. The trouble free and never quit, the dead of love I owe. Here all I give myself away, is all that I can do. At the cross, where I first saw life, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy on the way.
Hey man, it's great to have you guys here today. And you know, we got a smaller crowd today, but we are going to celebrate like you wouldn't believe.
Like it's not seen on the red.
Right? No.
Why is it
You don't even know that song yet. That's whoa. Right, we have bulletins for you. Did you guys get your bulletins?
Oh,
Because-
they're out there. I didn't hand them out.
And I am sorry,
Miss Karen's gonna
but
shoot
we
me.
are going to, yeah.
I'm in charge of bulletins.
Miss Jamie, I would like a full report on that.
Got it. Pen and paper.
Yep, 3 hugs for Miss Renee. So,
Back, I got it.
but it's great to have you guys here today. We had an awesome weekend. We had, there are 5 people, 5 attenders of our church that graduated this week. Your daughter graduated? And her
I had double graduation.
double
I
graduation.
had a kindergarten and a senior.
Whoa, you graduated kindergarten? Let's give our graduates a big hand. Round of applause. Right? I think Fox graduated kindergarten too, right? Yeah. He looks smarter already, doesn't he? Awesome.
Ryan's graduating this year too.
Holy cannoli, when did you graduate?
Junior high.
Junior high? Oh my goodness. Stay away from those girls, man. They're babies. I know, yeah. But that is awesome. This week is we are celebrating tomorrow, we're celebrating Memorial Day. And, you know, we can get all sad and all depressed and everything like that. But you know what the cool thing is? We should be more thankful. We should be more thankful because freedom isn't free, and because those people gave their lives for our country, we can be thankful. Because we live in a place that allows us to come worship or to not worship or to be free, to be American. Yes, Kelly?
What worship?
Worship? If you don't know that, man. Worship comes from a Greek word, proskuneo, and it means to throw yourself down. Not on the floor.
Throw
Okay?
yourself down and that thingy behind you.
Yeah, well, we do that for sure. But
That's bad.
I love my son. Comic relief, isn't that awesome? But worship is throwing yourself down and just giving everything you are and everything you have to God. Okay? When we do that, it's called relationship. We build family because we are family. Okay? That'll never change. So, good question, son. I love you. But we only have one graduate today here that graduated high school. So I've got a special Bible I'd like to give him, Ricky. Come here, son. This is from us to you. It's a good Bible. We want you to have this because we really appreciate everything you do. He's the best drummer I've ever met. Seriously. And I'd like to say that I taught him a couple things.
Yeah. He taught me how to open the hi-hat.
Yeah, open the hi-hat. See? Right? But he would have figured it out himself. So, but it's good to have Ricky with us. And I'm so proud. I was there the day you were born. So he's really very special to me. I'm not going to kiss you or anything. So, but let's go ahead and let's just thank God for all of our graduates today. Father God, I just want to thank you so much, God, for going before our kids, God. Lord, that even with the kids going to junior high and going to first grade, Lord, and to fourth grade and third grade, and any high school grade they're going to, Father God, I just thank you. God, I thank you that you've allowed us to be a part of these kids' lives. God, that they always feel your strength, and that us as parents and as people that come alongside of those kids, Father. We'll call them wannabe parents. God, yes, we ask God that they draw close to you and that these kids see us do the same thing. We love you and praise you and thank you again for everything you've done in these kids' lives. God, you're awesome. And thank you for making awesome kids. In the most holy name, I praise you in Jesus. And our God's people say, Amen. So,
There is a
I'd like to invite you to please stand and open up your Bibles this morning to the book of Joshua. Joshua, and by the way, you know, it's funny how Americans always pick on other people. Why would you name your kid Jesus? Why would you name your kid Jesus? Well, if you know anybody named Joshua, you're just committed the same thing, okay? Just Joshua comes from the Hebrew word Yeshua, which is where we get Jesus, okay? So, and Joshua, does anybody know what it means? I told Owen this morning, if you don't know, dude, you're a kid, man. What does Joshua mean?
Joshua?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I still love you. God saves. God saves. Yeshua, God saves. So just don't forget that, okay? It'll be a test. Right? Okay. All right. Let's open up our books, the Bibles to the book of Joshua, chapter 1. And when you find it, say, I got it. Okay. And if you don't have a Bible with you today, there are Bibles everywhere. Take one, make it yours. It's all about relationship here. If we can't give you God's word, we can give you nothing. We'll begin in verse 1. It says this, and after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord had said to Joshua, the son of Nun, was not a nun, by the way, Moses' assistant, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, and you and all this people into the land that I am giving to them. To the people of Israel, every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given you, just as I has promised to Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, and all the land of the Hittites, to the great sea towards going down of the sun, shall be your territory. Verse 5, it says, no man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. Just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give to them. Verse 7 says, only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do all according to the law that Moses my servant commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And this is the word of the Lord. Amen?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go to the Lord in prayer. Father God, I thank you, Lord, for your word. God, that it doesn't return void, God, but it accomplishes the purpose for which you desire. Father, we ask, God, that we just give you this service. We ask, God, that you just take it and make it yours, Lord, that the people here today, and the people both on YouTube and Periscope, come to love you even more. In your most holy, precious name I pray, in the name of Jesus. And all God's people say,
Amen.
Amen.
I lay my weapons down.
And Owen, to come forward, please. And we believe that giving is an act of worship. And if it's not, we don't ask, we just allow God to lead you. So if God has led you to give, we thank you. And but worship is so much bigger than just your money. God wants everything, not just your money. He wants your time, your talents, and He wants your hurts. And He wants where you feel you've been wronged. He wants all of that because He took it all upon Himself upon the cross because He loves you. And I'd like to ask Emilio to offer this to God as an act of worship. Go ahead, Emilio. Huh? Okay, I still love you. All right. Father God, I thank you so much, Lord, for your grace, for your forgiveness, God. Lord, most of all, God, I thank you, Lord, that you love us right where we're at. God, I ask, Lord, that you take these tithes and offerings, God, as an act of worship, Lord, to be used for your kingdom. Lord, that it might draw others closer to you, God, by people just being real. Thank you, God, for grace and forgiveness. In your most holy, precious name I pray, in the name of Jesus. And all God's people say,
Amen.
Amen.
When
We have one more song. I'm sorry. The pastor's losing, I tell you.
Welcome to the club.
Lost a long time ago. That's the cool thing, is it's God that does it, not us, right?
That's right. Amen.
I just like this. Video game.
Fit you with the walls inside my mind. Try to keep you safely in this green line. Try to put you in the box the line is high. Try to pull you down to where our eyes align. Did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? Try to take life back out of the hands of the king of the world. How could I make you so small? You're the one that holds it all. Did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? Just a whisper of your voice saves me. So broken, why do you try to take me? And I run ahead and think I'm strong enough when you're the one who made me run. When did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? Try to take life back out of the hands of the king of the world. How could I make you so small when you're the one who holds it all? When did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? Oh, you set it in motion every single moment. You brought it all to me, and you pulled it out of me. When did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? Try to take life back out of the hands of the king of the world. How could I make you so small when you're the one who holds it all? When did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? You've always been the king of the world. Oh, you've always been the king of the world.
Thank you so much again for coming to join us today in worship. It's great to have you all here. We've got about a 75-hour presentation. Stay right there, Renee.
Quick announcement.
Yes, please.
So I know there's not a lot of people here, but Miss Karen put it in the bulletin. There's a celebration of life for Maxine Warren on June 10th at 11. And we are going to do food for the family. We're expecting a big crowd. So if you're willing to help with that, you can let Bobby know, or me, or Jamie. Anyway, and then the children's event at the end of
Yes.
June, we still need help with that too.
Yes, a lot of help. Start praying about how you can share that with people. Start just doing it. Say, hey, what are you doing on this day? It's the 29th, it's the 30th, and the 1st.
The 30th is going to be the kickoff where we're going to have music in the park, and then the 1st will be the actual.
We're going to sacrifice a live chicken, and it's going to be one of. You can have fun at church.
Sacrifice it into a deep fryer.
Deep fry, that's what I'm hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah. But if does anybody here? I've got a quote for you, okay? And this today is meant for everybody who graduated a grade. So if you graduated a grade, this sermon is meant just special, just for you, okay? We have a lot of grade graduates today, and we got all our crayons, so we are ready. Yes! Okay, but Thomas à Kempis, you might read about him in your next schooling, right? Thomas à Kempis. It says, on the day of judgment, surely we shall not be asked what we have read, but what we have done. Not how well we have spoken, but how well we have lived. Wow. Think about it. So you're not in this world to just be smart. I know I am not. No. Okay? Yeah, you're not the one. It's not about what you know, it's what you do. Right? It's what you do. Has anybody ever heard, it's not what you know, but who you know? Isn't that so true sometimes? Huh? And sometimes it's just the opposite. Sometimes if you know something, you move up faster, like maybe a foreign language, right? Like the language they speak in heaven. Does anybody know what language that is? It's Spanish. Yeah, Spanish. Yeah, so if you don't know Spanish, you're going to be very sad. Take Spanish now. Okay? Let me tell you why I believe this. Okay? You're not going to believe this, but it's the truth. I swear. I went to a Baptist church in Oklahoma. And it was the first Baptist church of Lawton, Oklahoma. Okay? Now, I'm speaking truth here. So I went in there, and I sat down, and I've got artillery here, so you got to talk loud. So I get close to the front, right? Because and someone came up to me, and they said, "Excuse me, sir, you're in my seat." And I didn't see any placards. I didn't see any reserved for so-and-so. So I looked on the seat, and I said, "Okay," and so I moved down. Sure enough, a couple minutes later, a person came up to me and said, "Excuse me, sir, you're in my seat." And I'm like, okay. And at this time I got up and I looked on the back of the pew to make sure that no one's name was actually written there. And I was like, oh my goodness, what? And so I sat down, I moved to a different pew, like 2 pews back. Sure enough, man, someone else, "Excuse me, sir, you're in my seat." No Bibles there, no markers. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, this is crazy. So I left. I said, "God, where am I supposed to sit?" He said, "I don't know." So I went down the road, and I went down the road to another church, and it wasn't a Baptist church. They were Assembly of God. And I walk in there, man, and all these people speaking these different languages. Languages I've never heard before in my entire life, because they call them heavenly languages, and they're all speaking in tongues, and I'm like, didn't understand any of this. I'm like, what in the world was going on? Until I walked by a group of Hispanic women. Okay? You know what they were speaking? They were speaking the language of God. Okay? The language of God. And it was beautiful because I understood exactly what they were saying, and it was so beautiful, and their worship was beautiful. So I joke around a lot about that, but the Spanish language has just a special place in my heart. Okay? So you should learn it just because your pastor likes it. Okay? And because Hispanic people are just cool. That's just the way it is. Serious, man. The closest people will ever meet this side of heaven to God. Seriously. When we were in Mexico, building a house for these people, they didn't have anything. They didn't have, they had electricity, but they didn't have a stove. So they cooked everything off a fire, okay? And they were giving us their food because they felt they wanted to. Then not to take it would be a huge insult, okay? That's beautiful. Most Americans wouldn't do that, okay? So if you ever want to know what the language of God is, go to Mexico. You'll learn very quickly. It's beautiful. Okay, but it's the truth. I've got some good advice for you today. When I got married, everybody had advice for me. And the best piece of advice I ever got when I got married, you want to know what it was?
The rings.
Don't take any advice. I'm like, dude, I can do that, man. He said, Dad, son, don't take any advice. That's it. Done. So, don't take any advice, but this advice is written by the most important and smartest person you'll ever know in your entire life, and his name is Jesus Christ. Okay? So, here's some advice for you. This is a letter written from Paul. Paul was at once a student. He was a student of this gentleman. His name was Gamaliel, or Gamaliel. Okay? And this to go to his school was like going to Harvard. This Paul was extremely educated. Okay? And God used his education. It's crazy that he didn't use his education to talk to the Jews. He used it to talk to the Gentiles, which was totally out of his comfort zone. But isn't that cool? Where God called him to. Keldon? Okay? And by the way, I'm going to teach you a Hebrew word later. You're going to think it's really cool. Alright? Alright. So, let no one despise you for your youth, but set the believers an example in speech and conduct, in love, in faith, and purity. Let me tell you something, graduates. When you are going out into this world, okay, and you meet adults, you know what they're going to give you this attitude like, get away from me, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. What do you know? You're just a kid. Well, this kid's going to save your bahookie. Okay? Right? You with me? So listen. Don't let anybody despise you for your youth. You know what? Misery loves company. They're trying to make you miserable. Okay? So enjoy your youth. Hey, I'm young. God can still use these bones to do some awesome things. Okay? So don't do that, okay? Here's another one. Show honor. Show honor, respect. I tell you what, one of the things that I believe that some of the youth of America are beginning to gain a resurgence of is showing respect for older people. I'm serious. You know, a long time ago, I was in a thing, and I had a bunch more. I had a teenage daughter at the time, and they gave this quote, and it said, the youth of today are disrespectful and all this and blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah. And he said, do you know when this was written? This was written by Socrates. So things haven't changed. Okay? You're just a kid. That's okay. Grow up, it's okay. Enjoy life. Be cool. Right? But we want to show honor. Okay? What's wrong with saying yes ma'am and yes sir every once in a while? What's wrong with going up and when somebody's having car problems and they need their car pushed, you stop and you actually help them push their car? Okay? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you seeing a homeless person and throw them out a couple bits of change and say, hey, dude, thanks. You know? Don't go walk around like saying, hey, what's in this for me? This is good advice. This is good advice. You need to show honor. And here we find this in the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5. It says, do not rebuke an older man, but encourage him as you would a father. Younger men as brothers, older women as mothers, younger women as sisters, in all purity. Listen, if you don't get anything from this place, I want you to learn one thing. We are family, whether you like it or not. You don't have to like me. You have to love me. Isn't that cool? You don't have to like me, you have to love me. That's the point. That's family. You can choose your friends, okay? But you can't choose your family. Your family was chosen for you before the foundation of the earth. So we have to love each other. You can't always like each other, right? Oh man, but we have to love each other, regardless. You know, one time I was talking to a young lady, and she was saying, man, I can't believe that guy just came to Christ. I'm so happy, but I can't stand that person. And I was like, wow, I love your honesty. I think you're beautiful. And so she's like, yeah. And, you know, I said, guess what? I've got one thing of information for you. You don't have to like him. She's like, oh, yeah. You have to love him. What? Right? You have to love him because he's now your brother. See how that works? Isn't that cool? Let me tell you something. If you ever want to meet a group of broken and messed up people, go to a church. Because the church is for the sick. People like me. Right? And we love each other regardless. We come alongside each other. We encourage each other. Okay? So one of the ways we do that is we show honor. Okay? Oh, this is a beautiful verse. This is found in John. And I learned it in another translation, but it says this. It says, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Love one another as I have loved you. In the translation I learned, it says, I give you a new commandment, to love one another as I have loved you. Unconditional. We're family. And your job as family is to come alongside of each other and love each other. Sometimes all the way to Jesus. Okay? All the way to Jesus. Okay? And it says this, greater love has no one than this, that someone laid down his life for his friends. Okay? Ain't that the truth? Now, let's go to our text today. This is found in Joshua chapter 1, verse 1. We were there. This is our scripture reading for today. Okay? But I want to point out a couple things to you this morning in this text. And it says this, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord said to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant. Okay. Now, so you know, Joshua wasn't just Moses' assistant. You see, he was actually the assistant to the assistant. He was the assistant to the assistant. It was Aaron who was supposed to be Moses' assistant. You remember that? Aaron. Okay? And what? Aaron had one job. You know what that job was to do? Was to help hold his brother's arm up. But he couldn't do it. So he had Joshua. Isn't that cool? God saves Joshua. Isn't that cool? What an awesome name. Okay? I hope someone names one of my grandkids Joshua someday. Okay? Because I don't plan on having any more. If it happens, hallelujah. not too keen on that fool. Nope. Okay, absolutely. All right, check this out. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore go over this Jordan, you and all those people in the land that I am giving them to the people of Israel. Okay? People of Israel. Now, Israel hadn't been established. Did you know that? The people of Israel. Why would it say that? Does anybody know? What does Israel mean? Israel means God wins. God is triumphant. Isn't that cool? So listen, I want you to go to this place because I've already won, is what he's saying. I want you to go to this place because I already won. I'm giving you this land. You don't have to worry. It's funny that if you look in the story, when Joshua and Caleb, by the way, Caleb was not a Jew. And does anybody know what Caleb means? It means dog, right? A loyal, friendly dog. Dog is mentioned more in the Bible than any other animal. I just want you to know. Okay? And the word cat is not mentioned one time in the entire Bible. I don't know what that says. Okay? And God is dog spelled backwards. Just so you know. Okay. All right. But cats can be great too. Great pets too. If you're a cat person. All right. Check this out. Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given to you, just as I promised to Moses. No man shall be able to stand before you in all the days of your life, just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you or forsake you. Now, I want us to remember a word. You're not going to believe this. This word blows my mind. Ready? Shh. 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 What does that mean? Be quiet? No. We say it all the time. Yesterday in the movie theater, everybody in the world was saying it to my kids. Shh, shh, shh. But it shh is actually a Hebrew word. Do you know what the word means? Shh. It means be strong. Be courageous. Isn't that cool? Shh.
So when someone says that to you, you should punch them?
That's right. Hallelujah. I'm strong. Yes. Isn't that cool? Be strong. Shh. God made you for a purpose that no one else can do, just you in this whole world. That's how special you are. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's right. Shh, Pastor Mike. Right? Shh. Be strong. Be courageous. Let me tell you something. God has this. Shh. That's right. Absolutely. All my kids are going to be like, shh, 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 shh. That's right. Shh. It means be strong. Be courageous. Yes, isn't that cool? Isn't that wonderful? Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give to them. I love this. Only be strong and very courageous. Courageous. Check this out. He says, shh, again. Be very courageous. Shh. That's right. Hey, you know what? You don't have to be afraid of anything. God made you. And He loves you very much. How'd you like all of us to walk out of here with that message today? Hey, God made me special. He made me for a special purpose that no one else can do. Isn't that cool? And He wants to use you. He wants to use you because He loves you. Shh. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Let me tell you something. When I graduated high school, I did not know what I was going to do. All the plans that I had thought that I was going to do had fallen through. I'd been given a scholarship to Colorado Christian University. But I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it regardless. And that was, such a just. And I remember just being so bummed out, and because I had my whole life planned. And let me tell you something. When you're in that spot in your life and you don't have anything, stuff falls through and you don't know what you're going to do, it's okay. Shh. Just remember that. Be strong. Be courageous. You be courageous. You got this. God has this through you. He made you special, and He loves you very much. That might not be His plan He has for you. If you look at the book of Jeremiah, this is one of Miss Renee's favorite verses, by the way. Jeremiah chapter 29, 11, it says, I know the plans I have for you. I know the plans I have for you, God says. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Shh, right? Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. We're not here to hurt. God's not there to hurt you. He's here to lift you up. And maybe these plans didn't work out your way, the way that you thought it was supposed to be, because God's had something different, maybe something better. So my advice I have for you, if you learn anything else today, is just shh. Be strong in the Lord. You don't have to know what's going to happen next. Just live. Just wait. It's going to happen. Give yourself some slack. You don't have to know everything. I don't. I'm still learning stuff every day. Shh. Right? So we're going to have a song to close us with today. And I want to just pray for us. I want to pray for us and ask that God just work in our lives because He loves you and He cares for you very much. He wants to walk with you in the coolness of the morning. And the only way that He can do that is if we're just straight up real. That's what part of the church is being real, a real family. That's what we are, a family, right? Regardless. And the song we're going to sing is like this. Even so. Even so comes. So please stand.
Creation, all of the earth, victory and highway, the path for the Lord. Oh, Jesus is coming soon. Forward the sinner, wake up the flame, delivering nation, shout of your fame. Jesus is coming soon. Like a bright wing for the groom, we'll be a church that's ready for you. Every heart longing for our King will sing.
for joining us here today. It was great to worship with family. Great to worship with family today. And I want you to know that God loves you and He cares about you. Don't forget, and I'm going to ask Miss Renee to close us in prayer.
Dear Lord, we just thank you for this day, and we thank you, Lord, that we can come here, we can hear your word, and we can worship you. Lord, I pray for those who are not here today, who are traveling or ill. I just pray for their safety, that you would bring them back safely to us, Lord. And I just pray that you would be with us this week, that we would be doers of your word, not just hearers, Lord, as we leave this place. That our light would shine in this community so people would see you. And I just thank you, Lord, that you're an awesome God. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen.